Terdetik di hati saya nak mencuba jual nasi ayam kat kawasan ni. Kedai kami kan baru buka. Bila orang baru mula nak kenal, tiba-tiba PKP. Saya diperkenalkan oleh seorang kawan supaya guna GrabFood. Jadi dia bagi nombor telefon, GrabFood datang, suruh saya daftar, isi borang. Dia banyak tolong lah. Jadi saya tak perlu nak susah payah lah. Sebab dia buat dari A sampai Z lah. Selepas 2 minggu, kita dah mulakan operasi Grab lah. Terus dapat order. Hari pertama saya dapat lebih dari RM500. Grab tu dapat membantu mempromosikan kedai saya. Daripada orang tak kenal, jadi kenal lah. Dengar bunyi order, masuk je kan. Jadi macam happy lah.
Because I'm a single mother, so I need some time to babysit my children. So this is the way for me to earn the income. So Gadget Velocity is an online store in Shopee. So we start join on June. Our store have sold like gadget accessory and smartphone and the laptop also and others else. So I have been working in the gadget store since I graduated from my college. I started as a part-timer. Then I generate my interest in this industry since I love gadget more than beauty. So we start our business by posting on Marketplace after recognize the e-commerce business opportunity. And this is how we start the Gadget Velocity. So beside the fast response and after sales service, we also look into fast parcel fulfillment, which is like providing proper packaging to our customer. Like we use the bubble wrap, the double layer bubble wrap to ensure the item was safe. And last, we also help our buyer to follow up their parcel also. Overall, we are satisfied with the experience in Shopee because the platform is user-friendly, easy to master also. Indeed, the MSME campaign and Shopee, they help us a lot also. So Shopee were giving out store vouchers, free advertising credit, free participation in free shipping, and also the coin cashback program in this campaign. So Shopee's integrated logistics help us lower down the operating cost because handling logistics on our own is more expensive. So we are thrilled with the result after joining this Pancana campaign. We managed to generate a 70,000 ringgit sales in first month we joined, which is June. So, and our sales was double up in the month of July after joining the campaign. In the month of August, we achieved 400,000 ringgit in sales, which is about 5 times higher than we first time joined in Shopee. My advice to the new seller is there is no shortcut and no secret for success. Being genuine, ensure all our product quality and the customer engagement is the key. Sellers should also take the effort to explore and leverage on Shopee's initiative, such as free Shopee University classes to learn how to sell on Shopee. My name is Poi. I'm the online manager of Gadget Velocity.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good day to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and pleasure that I welcome you to the Go-eCommerce Expo 2021. What we have for you is a 4-day series of virtual conferences to fully support and assist you with the onboarding journey towards e-commerce, and I can't wait for you to experience it. This event is also in line with the Belanjawan 2021 e-commerce initiative that was launched in July 2021, which aims to provide support to Malaysian micro and SMEs to onboard onto e-commerce and e-payment platforms to enhance their sales capability in e-commerce and help boost their sales. MDAC is committed to its resolve to equip and enable Malaysian businesses to navigate and thrive through these business unusual times. With strong support from the government, we aim to further catalyze the growth of e-commerce in Malaysia, in line with the goals of the Malaysia Digital Economy Blueprint and our vision at MDAC to enable a progressive digital nation, advance an inclusive digital economy, and digital sovereignty. With that, I thank you all for being here, and I look forward to the enlightenment and insights that you will find in the coming week. With that, I thank you and stay safe.
Hi everyone, hope you guys had an awesome lunch. Hi everyone, hope you guys had an awesome lunch. Welcome back to Go-eCommerce Expo 2021, organized by Ministry of Communications and Multimedia Malaysia and Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, MDAC. Go-eCommerce Expo is a 4-day online event that is aimed to encourage local businesses to adopt e-commerce by leveraging on the Belanjawan 2021 e-commerce initiative with the assistance from participating partners. Once again, as a reminder to all our viewers, you are encouraged to ask questions throughout the webinar, as we'll be having a Q&A session at the end of each session. For audience at the webinar platform or YouTube, you may ask your questions in the chat section, while for our viewers who are watching via Facebook Live, you may type in your question in the comment section. Right, so before lunch, we had Mr. Tibinvel Murugas and Mr. Khairul Izwan sharing to us on how to succeed in Q-commerce world, as in quick commerce. So right now, we'll move on to our 4th session for today. Please help me to welcome Ms. Mabel Tiong, Business Development Manager from Revenue Monster, who will be sharing about e-commerce solutions to help your business adapt today. Hi Mabel, how are you?
Hi Kevin, hi everyone, and welcome to today's session.
All right,
so I'm Mabel, Business
us.
Development Manager at the Revenue Monster.
Hi, thank you for joining us at Go-eCommerce Expo 2021. So Mabel is the Business Development Manager from Revenue Monster, and Revenue Monster is a fintech company focused on pioneering business digitalization, offering comprehensive suite of revenue engagement solutions for online and in-store, which has benefited over 15,000 merchants point in F&B, fashion, home appliances, beauty, personal car, automobile, and more. So we will speak to Mabel again during our Q&A session, so do send in your questions to us. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, sure.
Revenue Monster has prepared us an exclusive presentation only for our Go-eCommerce Expo viewers. So let us now begin our webinar with a special presentation from Revenue Monster.
Salam Sejahtera and a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pearly, Head of Marketing and Communications at Revenue Monster and speaker for this session today. Welcome and thank you for joining us on this webinar for small and medium businesses. Change and evolution is upon us all. At Revenue Monster, we understand the need to adapt rapidly to the current climate, and we are optimistic and confident that we can help you achieve that. We have seen some amazing and inspirational changes happening with our customers, from merchants who have doubled their revenue for online food delivery to food retailers who have blossomed from a no-tech knowledge background. To date, we have over 7,000 brands, 16,000 merchant points, and over 100,000 unique users nationwide on Revenue Monster. We'll leave time at the end for further Q&As. Please type your questions into the comment or chat bar, and our team who are on standby will get to answer them. We value your participation, questions, and feedback. We hear you, retailers. We know how trying these times are and have been on your business. The conventional brick and mortar businesses were the hardest to get hit during the pandemic, and the F&B industry was certainly not spared. No dine-in, regular customers are not able to travel inter-district to patronize your store, or hesitance from public to dine out as frequently as before. The constant changing operating hours, menus had to be cut back and had to be reprinted, which incurred high costs, insufficient payment options, no delivery partners, and the list goes on. Most merchants would have thought of digitalizing their businesses at some point, but were not sure how to go about it and were unsure of how to find a solution provider that could give them everything they wanted and needed, all under one roof. Our experience with thousands of our merchant points have taught us that these are just a few of the common pain points our retailers have experienced. In these uncertain times, SMEs need to recognize that digitalization can offer them a new avenue for revenue. Going digital will allow them to reach a newer, wider market as compared to relying solely on in-store sales. We see an urgent need to support businesses during the pandemic. With our unique position as MDEX merchant acquirer in the Go-eCommerce onboarding campaign, Revenue Monster's solution is now accessible to all SMEs with zero subscription fees. In our current economic state, digitalization is a critical asset for every business looking to thrive during these challenging times. With the unwavering state of movement control order, keeping people indoors and reliant on online shopping, it's in the best interest of SMEs offering any service to take their services online to reach out to a wide range of customers or simply to keep their businesses afloat. Revenue Monster offers precisely that. We are a fintech company focused on helping businesses fast-track digitalization. Now let us walk you through this solid solution that we have innovated called a la carte. A la carte was launched in March 2020 amidst the first COVID-19 restriction. It is a fully integrated online superstore solution complete with unified payment solutions and all-in-one online store and digital menu interface with a fully integrated last-mile delivery platform. It provides an end-to-end contactless customer experience. This platform supports 4 different ordering methods: dine-in, pickup, drive-thru, and delivery. We offer an all-in-one approach that lets even the most novice of entrepreneurs master the digitalization of their business easily. We leverage on our collaboration and partnerships for merchants' greater access of services and platforms. Merchants are also able to tap into Boost and Alipay customers to gain additional revenue streams by reaching a new customer base, otherwise not accessible on their own. For the a la carte platform, last-mile partners such as Grab Express and Mr. Speedy can be tapped into by merchants to offer delivery. Our partnership with Alibaba Cloud has made Revenue Monster one of the key differentiators from all the other payment facilitators. We are able to keep our business that can help first-time digital businesses protect their most important assets whilst conducting business online in the most efficient way with 99.99% uptime. Let's put it out there. We have revolutionized our solutions to cater for management and operational staff alike who have little to no digital expertise. It is a self-serving program that enables and empowers business owners and outlet staff to have full control over store settings, menu setup, curate loyalty programs, track transactions, all from a single merchant portal. We want to let all retailers know that digitalizing your business doesn't have to be a daunting experience. Very little training is required for your floor personnel on a la carte, as it has been carefully designed to be super simple, user-friendly, and can be customized thoroughly. Revenue Monster serves to alleviate merchants' concern by providing thorough and consistent support through their digitalization journey. We understand that for any first-time business owner or someone who has never had to look beyond their physical store, digitalization can appear difficult to understand or even scary. We take great pains to ensure that our system and process is user-friendly and accessible from A to Z so that businesses can operate online smoothly and efficiently. There is no lengthy process. In just 3 very easy steps, you will start selling online in no time. Step 1. Free sign up. Head on to revenuemonster.my/alacarte or scan the QR code on the screen now. We will be providing these details once again at the end of this session. Step 2. Set up your store and upload your menu. Step 3. Get your store's unique URL. Now you're all set and ready to sell. As we are MDEX technology service provider and Go-eCommerce onboarding partner, sign-ups are totally free until the end of the campaign, December 31st. Merchants will only be paying a minimal merchant discount rate, MDR percentage, as low as 1% per transaction. Now that you've registered for your a la carte store, here comes the fun part, setting up the store and menu. Merchants are fully in control of deciding which items you want to feature and how the storefront should be featured. Merchant guides are easily accessible on the merchant portal for your reference at any time. There is also a loyalty and e-voucher tool that can be opted for to entice customers to buy from your store. Businesses can create compelling loyalty and e-voucher promotions to retarget customers so they would keep coming back. Let us drill it down to how easy the order process is. Customer visits and orders from your a la carte store. Customer selects one of the 4 dining methods: pickup, drive-through, dine-in, or delivery. Delivery charges will be auto-calculated based on customer's address and included in order summary. Customer checks out and completes payment with the 17 payment options we have on a la carte. Merchant receives order and payment notification on the merchant management portal, which can be integrated with your existing POS system if you have one, and the kitchen will receive the order docket. If it's a drive-through or dine-in method, you will be able to view car registration number or table number. If it's for delivery, the management portal will enable you to request for delivery riders. You will then be able to track riders' delivery progress until the delivery is complete. There is an array of methods to leverage on the store you have created on a la carte. You can share your unique URL on all your preferred social media channels during your live stream session and your instant messaging tools such as WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, WeChat, and many more. We have got open APIs to integrate harmoniously with your existing POS system. your website, or if you intend to have your mobile app, these can be integrated with a la carte. We have too many payment options for your customers to access with, and that's a good thing. Skip the hassle of bank processes and applying for multiple payment methods. A la carte is fully integrated with 17 payment solutions, including card schemes, debit and credit, FPX for online banking, and a kaleidoscope of e-wallets to choose from. We are working towards Bank Negara Malaysia and Revenue Monster's vision of making Malaysia a cashless society. What's even better, we have also integrated in-app delivery partners for your convenience of delivery. We currently have Grab Express and Mr. Speedy in the system, with a couple more in the pipeline. Our key objective for a la carte partnerships with third-party platforms aim to add value to our merchants, especially those already subscribed on a la carte. With our partnership with Boost and Alipay, merchants can expand more customer base and enjoy 3 additional revenue streams: merchants' own a la carte link, Boost users, and Alipay users, with 10 million users collectively. To help SMEs to adopt digitalization more affordably, a la carte charges an all-inclusive 18% platform fee, which makes us one of the most affordable platforms for SMEs in Malaysia. We recognize that this is not the time to profit from SMEs, but to provide them with a sustainable ecosystem that smaller businesses will be able to adopt and thrive in the long run. These are the sort of opportunities Revenue Monster looks to provide for our users, not just an efficient online superstore solution for the digital business needs, but also providing them proper holistic ecosystem that they need to grow their business and increase their revenue streams. To top it all, our platform also has an open API that allows us to collaborate with third parties to help more SMEs leverage on bigger revenue channels. Revenue Monster hopes that this move has encouraged more business players to tap into the local market more innovatively. At the end of the day, it's about giving our merchants the boost they need to take their business above and beyond, and we're continuously working on new partnerships to give them this exact opportunity. On a la carte alone, we have attracted a list of F&B merchants, and our current key account merchants are Kenny Rogers, BMS Organics, Dragon Eye, Sushi King, Party House, Bawang Chati, Good Taste, Teppanyaki, Grand Imperial Group, and Penang Chendol. We integrate and innovate with the best in all industries. No matter how big or small your business is, we will work hand in hand with you to scale your business and drive revenue. We would like to take this opportunity to share with you a video of one of our merchants on how we have helped them overcome some major challenges during the pandemic.
Since safety was such a big issue and that people were reluctant to use physical cash, we had to evolve and change our system to meet customers' needs as well as their safety. Hi, my name is Zainal Zabidi and I'm CEO of NZ Curry House. NZ Curry House first started in Wangsa Maju, Section 5. Our first outlet, we had about 6 staff. Since then, we've grown to about 9 outlets to over 200 staff. Of course, every company has its challenges when growing. Primarily faced challenges when scaling up. When you have more outlets, you have more staff to manage, more books to balance, more suppliers to pay, more people to keep track of. Everything is just increased. With the pandemic, we did have a huge decrease in foot traffic. You have additional rules, additional SOPs, additional things to follow to make sure that not just the shop, but customers and staff are both safe. With safety being such a huge concern during the pandemic, we decided that we needed to evolve to meet customers' demands for the safety by turning to a solution that allows us to accept digital payments as well as wallets, card transfers, bank transfers. One of the systems we encountered was Revenue Monster, which allowed us to collect a variety of different wallet payments as well as integrated superstore functionality called a la carte. What sets Revenue Monster apart from the other competition is how they seamlessly could fit into our current infrastructure, and the most important part was how easy it was to teach and for our staff to use the terminals. A la carte provides us with the capability of creating a highly personalized and customizable online store and menu. And this is really important for us because in all our branches, we have different availability menus at different timings. With this as well, we have the ability to take in not just dine-in orders, but as well pick-up, delivery, and drive-through orders. Revenue Monster has a lot of ways that can help us. Ordering, pick-up, delivery, drive-through functions, online payments, and they also have other functions that you could try to use.
This brings us to the end of our session, and we appreciate your time with us today. We will be answering all your questions shortly. We hope we have shed some light on what Revenue Monster's a la carte solution has to offer and how we can help you with your business. Once again, you can learn more about Revenue Monster's a la carte solution by visiting revenuemonster.my/a la carte or scan the QR code on this screen. Thank you for joining us today.
Right, that's a very interesting presentation on a la carte, and with that, we'll move on to our Q&A session together with Mabel. All right, Mabel, we have a few questions coming in now. I'll perhaps start with the first one. This is coming in from Maria. So Maria would like to know, is there an annual fee or registration fee to get a la carte system?
Yeah, actually, for our a la carte platform, it's free now. But at the same time, actually, merchant can subscribe our mini program to join the platform for Alipay and Boost through a la carte at the same time with a zero admin cost. Okay, and for the mini program, there is 80% charges on the success transaction.
Right. So, and you're saying the mini program is available on Boost and?
Yeah, Boost and Alipay right now.
Right. Okay. So there is no setup cost or registration cost, only when there's transaction.
Yes, right.
All right. Okay. There you go, Maria. Hope that answers your question. Next question we have coming in from Annie. Annie would like to know, how long is the sign-up process till merchant can start using the a la carte system?
Okay, to the sign-up progress, actually you can have a self-service to the sign-up anytime, anyway. Just with our QR scan or website link to start your application. And to the next, actually our compliance teams will verify within 3 working days.
All right. Okay, so there you go, Annie. Okay, also related to sign up, next question coming in from Peter Wong. What are the documents required for registration?
Okay, so the document actually is quite simple. Just all requirement document actually requested and stated clearly from the every step when you click and file application on our online link that have a SSM, photocopy IC, and the latest 3 months bank statement. That's all.
All right. Okay. So we also have another question from Chin. Chin would like to know, he says that you understand that you have mobile application that you showed during the presentation. Do you provide any physical POS hardware if they don't have any hardware at the moment?
At the moment, we doesn't have any POS, but we do have our all solution business portal and transaction report, everything you can tracking and generate from our portal.
Right. Okay, this is my personal question. So if let's say the merchant don't have any existing POS, no POS hardware, but I believe they can use the mobile app on their mobile phone using a la carte. And technically they could just use that without a POS system even, right?
Yeah, correct. So because we have the business portal, the merchant portal so-called, so you can generate from there. You actually the access is quite easy. You have an email and the contact number to access, and you can check all your transaction record and ordering record. Everything is from the portal.
Right. And I think that's really interesting. I imagine to all the viewers out there, if you run a F&B restaurant or a cafe or a mama stall, right? And if you're using a la carte system, all your waiter could be using a mobile app or iPad, in this case a tablet, with an app, and then you can go 100% cashless and accept payment using e-wallet, I believe.
Yeah, correct.
All right, okay. Next, we have a question coming in from Maria. I did pick up during your presentation just now earlier to talk about the fees. So the question coming from Maria, is there any MDR fees related to payment through a la carte?
Basically the MDR rate, right? We have an offline. Actually, offline is 0.7 to 1%, and online is through our a la carte. It's 1% to 1.5. Actually, it's depend on the merchant sales volume also.
Right. Okay. And in this is part of the 18%, or is it on top of the 18% of the fees that you mentioned in the presentation?
Including with the 80%.
So this is part of the 18%.
Yep.
So as a merchant, I only pay 18% in this case to use the system in its entirety.
Yeah, just actually that is offline, because the 80% is only considered online. So we have offline MDR rate is 0.7 to 1%.
Right. Okay. So there you go, Maria.
The offline is a face-to-face in store to make the payment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have next question coming in from Ross. Are you currently integrated with GrabFood or Foodpanda?
Integrated? Okay. So actually we are a rider partner with Grab Express and Mr. Speedy.
So ride partner, maybe can you explain a little bit more how that works?
Sorry again, just now?
Yeah, you're saying you are having Grab Express as your delivery partner, right? Maybe you can explain a little bit how that works?
Actually, currently, rider partners, they are Grab Express, Mr. Speedy. To be confirmed, upcoming partner, we have Lalamove and GoPanda, but that is a sit-in feature in our a la carte food ordering platform.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, I'm just trying to understand a little bit better myself. If let's say I'm currently a Foodpanda vendor, you know, we just had a Foodpanda session earlier before lunch, right? So if I'm a vendor on Foodpanda today and I'm selling through Foodpanda, if I use a la carte, can that be integrated into my a la carte, or do I need to maintain that separately?
No, because our a la carte is our own standalone website link. With the Grab Foodpanda is a different platform.
All right, so that's more for my own in-store use for me to maintain.
Yeah, actually it's a different mechanism with Grab and Foodpanda. So why we have a la carte food ordering platform is we help the merchant to develop their own stalling for themselves, their own website, own brand to boost their marketing, their brand.
All right, okay. So that's for Ross. So the answer is no, but of course they have delivery partners that you can work with to do your own delivery in this case. Next question coming in from Hisham. Apa offer a la carte masa campaign Belanjawan ini? I mean, in relation to Belanjawan e-commerce initiative, what is Revenue Monster's promotion in the case for a la carte?
The promotion, we have a loyalty program, so-called Shopee. We have a loyalty in our a la carte platform.
All right. Okay. We also have a question coming in from Chong. I think just now you did mention that a la carte has a feature for mini program on Boost and also Alipay. Chong would like to know, what is mini program?
Okay, mini program is a good question. So it's the program that partnering with Alipay and Boost platform to push our merchant list on their first page of wallet or apps. So in the Alipay and Boost user apps, we see our cute yellow monster logo. So when the user or customer click on it, so it will directly lead the customer go to your store.
Right. So I mean, for maybe more layman experience as a consumer, so if I were to launch a Boost app or Alipay app, maybe there's a little icon for me to click on, and then that would lead to the store. Yes.
Can lead the customer to go to your store link.
All right, good. I think that sounds really interesting for all the sellers out there, to all the business operators. If you want to get yourself visible on all this e-wallet, I think maybe a la carte is one of the options they can consider moving forward. All right, we have another follow-up question from Annie. How quickly will merchant get their transaction settlement?
Okay, for the pure payment, so normal payment solution transaction settlement is T+2. However, a la carte transaction settlement will be T+3. So, for example, T+2 is like a Monday transaction. Merchant will be receiving on a Wednesday.
All right, so it's T+2 for your normal payment, T+3 for a la carte payment.
Yes, correct.
All right. Okay, looks like there's no more questions for this session. And with that, just want to thank you once again, Mabel, for joining us. And to all the viewers, thank you so much for your question and participating in our session today. And of course, we'll be showing you the QR shortly. If you would like to get in touch with them, of course, you can contact Mabel to find out more information. Thanks, Mabel.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to an end for this session. Once again, you know the drill. You have the QR code on the right. Do scan it to find out more information, fill in your contact details, and of course, people from Revenue Monster will get in touch with you. So we're going to take a short break right now, and we'll be back with the next session. So see you soon.
Ramai pelanggan datang ke kedai kita sebab UM Store menjual barang-barang keperluan seperti barang-barang dapur, barang kecantikan dan barang-barang permainan. Sekarang ramai pelanggan mendapati susah nak keluar ke shopping center seperti UM Store. Sekarang kita dah masuk sama-sama lokal dengan Maybank. Dia amat senang masuk sama-sama lokal, hanya buat dengan handphone saja. Sama-sama lokal dapat naikkan sales UM Store. Kita dapat sales dari kawasan 10 km ke atas seperti PJ. Saya mensyorkan masuk dalam sama-sama lokal untuk tingkatkan perniagaan.
Saya dari kecil dah nampak usaha ayah bangunkan brand ni. Bukan mudah nak bangunkan satu jenama sehingga ke tahap sekarang. Sebab tu bagi saya perlu teruskan usaha ni. Macam sekarang online, dia banyak tau. Dia tak akan habis kat situ. Dia akan lagi more baru. So, I pergi kelas, saya pergi belajar sendiri macam mana nak guna online ni untuk create sale. Kita tak perlu modal yang besar. Zalora, dia banyak guide untuk buat marketing. Okey, macam mana untuk nak tarik crowd. Macam mana you nak bagi more sales dekat Zalora. Dia ada crowd dia sendiri. Dari situ kita dapat new customer semua tu kan daripada platform berbeza lah. Ya, Alhamdulillah pada 2019 kita dapat top seller dekat Zalora. Dengan online platform, kita dapat memulakan legasi perniagaan kita sendiri.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good day to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and pleasure that I welcome you to the Go-eCommerce Expo 2021. What we have for you is a 4-day series of virtual conferences to fully support and assist you with the onboarding journey towards e-commerce, and I can't wait for you to experience it. This event is also in line with the Belanjawan 2021 e-commerce initiative that was launched in July 2021, which aims to provide support to Malaysian micro and SMEs to onboard onto e-commerce and e-payment platforms to enhance their sales capability in e-commerce and help boost their sales. MDEC is committed to its resolve to equip and enable Malaysian businesses to navigate and thrive through these business unusual times. With strong support from the government, we aim to further catalyze the growth of e-commerce in Malaysia in line with the goals of the Malaysia Digital Economy Blueprint and our vision at MDEC to enable a progressive digital nation, advance an inclusive digital economy, and digital sovereignty. With that, I thank you all for being here, and I look forward to the enlightenment and insights that you will find in the coming week. With that, I thank you and stay safe.
Welcome back to Go-eCommerce Expo 2021. With the theme Safe Business, Safe Jobs, Go-eCommerce Expo 2021, organized by Ministry of Communications and Multimedia Malaysia and Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation MDEC, is aimed to encourage local businesses to adopt e-commerce by leveraging on the Belanjawan 2021 e-commerce initiative with the assistance from participating partners. To all our viewers, you are encouraged to ask questions throughout the webinar session, as we will have a Q&A session at the end of each session. For audience at the webinar platform or YouTube, you may ask your question in the chat section. And as always, for viewers watching by Facebook, you may type in your questions in the comment section. Right, earlier we had Miss Mabel from Revenue Monster who shared to us about e-commerce solutions to help your business adopt today. I hope the session has been insightful to our viewers. So let us now move on to our next topic and discover how a company shut down 10 retail outlets during pandemic and still made more than pre-pandemic. So please welcome our speaker, Mr. Charles Tang, founder and CEO of Instant eStore. Hi Charles, welcome to Go-eCommerce Expo.
Hi Calvin, how are you doing?
Good.
Welcome everyone who is watching on the e-commerce platform, on the online platform, and also on Facebook as well.
And happy Mid-Autumn Festival to you too.
Same to you, Calvin.
All right,
Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Tang is a serial entrepreneur and e-commerce pioneer, starting his e-commerce venture back in 1998 while he was studying mechanical engineering at Imperial College London. Since then, he has successfully built multiple technology platforms, including Instant eStore, an e-commerce platform, Retaily, a digital marketing platform, and Sell Live, a live video selling platform. All right, we'll speak to Charles again during our Q&A session, so as always, do send in your questions for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Instant eStore has prepared us an exclusive presentation for you guys, our Go-eCommerce Expo viewers. So let us now begin our webinar with a special presentation from Instant eStore.
Hi everyone, my name is Charles Tang. I'm from Instant eStore. And thank you for joining me. And today I'm going to teach you and showcase 3 case studies with you. Okay, so the very first case study I share with you is a client, a long-time client. We've been with us for more than 10 years now. It's a company called MDS Collections. So basically they are an apparel company, a fashion apparel company, ladies fashion apparel company based in Singapore. And at one time they've got up to about 10 physical outlets in the tier 1 malls in Singapore. So you can imagine, right, having 10 physical outlets in tier 1 malls in Singapore. Obviously they're doing pretty well. Of course, until the COVID-19 pandemic hit last year. Obviously in Singapore they got hit as well. They didn't get as many cases as we did, but still, they had very, very strict lockdowns. So there are 10 physical stores in all the malls. The sales went from this to this. You can imagine, right? All 10 stores closed for the pandemic. So that really severely affected the company's revenue and profits, right? And the owner was sharing with me that even during those times, the malls did not reduce the rental by even not even $1, right? That's why it's not even $1, right? So, but the thing is, you see, I'm here to share with you how this company, this is MDS Collections, they decided to shut down all of their physical outlets, right? But yet they managed to increase and make more than what they did before the pandemic. How is it possible? Right? We've always had an online store with us, like say for more than 10 years now, right? Always had an online store. So when the physical store shut down, the online store business picked up, which was good. But the thing is, you must understand, 10 physical stores, the sales, just one online store is very hard to make up the slack for 10 physical stores, right? But what this company did was smart, because they realized clothing is something that, it's just seeing it on the screen, just like that with a picture. It doesn't really get the customers to buy, right? Some of them will buy, some of them won't. Okay, so they turn to another way of selling. I'm sure some of you are very used to this. Some of you, I'm sure a lot of you have either watched an FB live session, or some of you have, bought something in FB live session, right? So they turn to FB Live. Okay, FB Live. You can see they have an FB Live session twice a week, just twice a week, right? Once on Wednesday and once on Sunday. So Wednesday night and Sunday night, right? So if you look at their videos, you can see FB Live every Wednesday and Sunday. They use FB Live to replace their physical stores. Okay, so why is an FB Live so attractive? Because the thing is, you see, with clothing, right? If you just show a picture, you can't really tell, how the fabric flows or how it looks, Whereas with FB Live, it's live video like this. You can see this is live video, right? You can see this live video, right? So you can see how it flows, and they can speak, they can engage with their clients and stuff, and with the customers, right? And in so doing, they increase their sales and make up for the sales that they would have lost because their physical stores were closed. Okay, the key thing is this, which I'll cover in a little bit later, is part of the Go-eCommerce onboarding offer is such that you also get our solution, and our solution will help you to do FB Live as well. Okay, I'm going to show how you do it in the next part of this, right? A little bit later, right? Another thing I want to share with you, so this company has a very interesting take, right? They have a subscription model. I mean, we are used to subscribing to things like Astro, phone, Maxis, your broadband, even gym membership subscription. We're used to it, right? But this one, subscribing to clothes, subscribing to fashion. So this is some kind of new, right? So basically, with this company, what they do is, you can actually buy their products, right? You can buy the products for a set amount of money, or you can subscribe to it. So when you sign up, you subscribe to it, it's cheaper. Okay, why do they do that? So basically, with a subscription model, your revenue will be more stable, not up and down like that, right? But stable, because people subscribe, they continue subscribing. So month by month, you get more and more subscribers, your revenue goes up, right? So that's one of the cool features about the store. So they are also on the instant e-store platform. So basically this is MDS collections. So this is a showcase case study number 1. Okay, so the second case study is a homegrown case study. It is a mother-son team based in Penang, right where we are, based in Penang. So I'm going to share with you a short video interview that we shot with this lady, Elizabeth, and her son, Ian.
First of all, is receiving the grants, and both from the government as well as from your company coming together to offer entrepreneurs, and that really make a difference. It was so, it's just within a day, and then everything was set up. We find that it was impressive, very impressive. Yeah. Immediately we have ordered. We are like so excited, like, right. Wow, this is a big order. I remember I was sharing with Susie. Oh, it's just less than 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks, Then we received orders, and we can't thank you guys enough for this opportunity to feature our products.
Their story is actually very, very interesting. So basically, Elizabeth, she needs to travel to run workshops and work with their clients, or sometimes in big groups. Okay, so of course during the pandemic, that's no longer possible. It's no longer possible because of MCO. It cannot cross state, and cannot cross district, stuff like that. So all that stopped, right? All that stopped. So you can imagine, what they did to the business, right? Once again, stop. Yeah, but thankfully, her son, Ian, came up with this idea to sell kombucha. Kombucha is actually a type of fermented tea, right? A type of fermented tea to, sell to the wider community. First off, they started selling to friends and family, and then they expanded. So while they expanded, they always had trouble because they were selling just on Facebook, right? Just on their Facebook page, right? On the Facebook page. The trouble with just selling on a Facebook page is such that, sometimes when people contact you, you don't answer, or you don't reply in time or stuff like that, the sale is gone. So when they came to us, they took advantage of the Belanjawan Go-eCommerce onboarding campaign, a offer. They took advantage of it, and they built this site. Just within just a day or two. I think it just less than 2 or 3 days at most, right? I think they were very, very excited because after they launched the site, within the first week, they were getting orders, and within the first week, they got a pretty large order. It's an amazing story, right? It's an amazing story, and we thank MDEC together with MOF to come up with this Belanjawan Go-eCommerce onboarding campaign, right? So that we can touch lives of real Malaysians, right? Like Elizabeth and Ian. Now, case study number 3 is a skincare company, right? It's a skincare company called Claire.my. It's actually started by a Malaysian entrepreneur, Louis. So Louis started this site, and the case study that I want to share with you is how just recently, they launched their Team Claire Ambassador. Team Claire Ambassador is literally they are launching their reseller affiliate program network. Okay, because with things like skincare, stuff like that, a lot of times you buy it, you use it, and you're happy with it, and you want to recommend your friends, right? You want to recommend your friends. So what Claire.my does, it gives you a reason why you should recommend your friends. Okay, you recommend your friends, you get a certain commission, right? And obviously they also took advantage of the Belanjawan Go-eCommerce onboarding campaign offer. So they are using Instant eStore for this, and Instant eStore actually automatically tracks and manages your affiliates for you, right? With Instant eStore, you can have 2 levels of affiliates. You can have affiliate and recommend affiliate. Also, you can up to 2 levels of affiliates. So what they are doing is, they to become an affiliate, you just buy one of their starter packs, right? Because you can't sell something that you haven't tried yourself, right? So that's why they let your affiliates buy their starter pack. You try it, you like it, then you can recommend your friends to buy. Okay. Out of all these 3 case studies, we deliberately chose these 3 case studies to showcase to you the different methods or different ways for you to market online. Okay, having an online store like the Kombucha bar is straightforward. Okay, that one is to if you're just selling on Facebook and WhatsApp, that's to tell you that, hey, actually selling on Facebook and WhatsApp is good, but you should add it with an online store, so a place people can buy from, right? So then you have an online store, also good. But not just having an online store. If it makes sense, you can build a reseller network, a reseller affiliate network. Okay, so imagine with this reseller or affiliate network, right? You can actually roll it up to KOLs, influencers everywhere, right? Even micro influencers, micro KOLs. You can tell them you've got this a level of this number of followers, right? Why don't you recommend my product? And every time someone buys it, you get a commission, right? So obviously your store, your Instant eStore will track it for you automatically. Your affiliates will also have their own control panel to see their sales and stuff like that. So, it becomes a hands-free operations for you. And the third thing is if it makes sense for your products, think about using FB Live as well, because FB Live allows you to showcase your product in video, in real time, and so engage with your potential clients as well. So you can, they have questions you can ask you can answer immediately, right? And that is also included in our Go-eCommerce onboarding program offer. Okay. Now, throughout this case studies, right, I've been telling you about the Go-eCommerce onboarding offer. So I'm going to go straight into that to see what you get thanks to MDEC and MOF, right? Because of the Belanjawan 2021 Go-eCommerce onboarding program, this is what you get. So the Belanjawan Go-eCommerce campaign started on the 1st of July and goes all the way to the 31st of December 2021, right? Now, what is Instant eStore? Okay, Instant eStore, we are an e-commerce store platform, right? Okay, so Instant eStore is a little bit different from that. Okay, so instead, because the thing is with Shopee and Lazada, all these marketplaces, right? When you sell on them, when you're posting products, you're actually posting to their site. Okay, so with Instant eStore, you're actually building your own site, right? So if your company is ABC, right, for example, right? So you can come up with your own online store called abc.com. Okay, right? So we've been doing this for quite some time actually, since 2001, 20 years now. and we've been helping SMEs like yourself to sell online with more than help SMEs to sell more than $1 billion throughout all these times, right? So because these are SMEs, you can imagine it's a lot of orders. This is not your Asia where a plane ticket is 3,000 ringgit, right? So it's a lot of orders. We process a lot of orders, so you can be rest assured that they are all, this is a tested and proven solution. Okay. Now let's move on to the more interesting part of this. What do you actually get? What do you actually get? Okay, the first thing you get is what we call the instant in-store big money e-commerce plan, right? Normally it's 4,000 a year. Right? So for that, obviously you get all our templates. You can use it free. You can add on unlimited products. Whether you have 10 products, 10,000, even 100,000, it's not a problem, right? So you're free to use the solution. You can add unlimited products to it. Of course, you can manage stock and stuff like that. And payment, we support all the major ones, things like iPay, Keeper Pay, Razor Pay, all these, right? Stripe, Braintree, all these, right? Obviously, you can reach out to your customers using our CRM tools. This point here is critical because with your own store, anyone who buys from you, that customer belongs to you. Okay, it doesn't belong to us. It belongs to you. So we have no right to the customer, right? So we just provide the solution. The customer belongs to you, right? So that's the difference between instant e-store and the marketplace. Marketplace, when someone buys on Shopee, the customer doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Shopee. Yeah. So that is a key difference there, right? Okay. Moving on. You also get what we call the B2B plan. Okay, B2B plan. What does that mean? B2B plan is if you are selling business to business, okay, or even let's say even selling clothes, let's say I'm selling t-shirts, for example, right? If you want to have what we call a reseller network, for example, you can using our B2B a plan, okay? So you can say for retail customers, this t-shirt may be 100 ringgit, okay? If you have a reseller that sells at a certain level, this same t-shirt can be 80 ringgit, right? Or you have another level, maybe a gold level reseller that must hit certain quota criteria. You can get it for 70 ringgit. Okay, so all this is supported by your plan on Instant e-store. Okay, your solution on Instant e-store, right? One product you can put up 10 different prices. You can have 10 different levels. Yeah, most of the time, most people use 3 or 4 levels at most, right? But it's nice to know you got more than you can use. Okay, right? Next, you can also do drop shipping. So with this, you can set your dropshipper's information into your store so that when someone buys that product, your dropshipper will be notified immediately. You don't need to go and notify them. It's all done automatically. And of course, your dropshipper also has their own login to log into your store so they can view their orders. And their orders only, not other people's orders, only their orders, and they can fulfill them, right? So all that is also built into the system. So that's cool. This one is also very important, affiliate and commission tracking. Yeah, so this feature is I covered in the Claire.my store, where you can have your own team of affiliates and manage it using the solution. It's included with Instant e-store, with this Go-eCommerce onboarding package, okay? So you get all the affiliate tracking, they track all the commissions and stuff like that, all included. I talked a little bit about Shopee and Lazada just now, yeah? And from my talking, you may think, your Charles is telling me not to sell on Shopee or Lazada. Not true. We've had people ask me, hey, Charles, should I sell on Shopee or Lazada or where, or my own store? I always ask them this. If you're walking along the street and you see a 50 ringgit bill on the floor and a 10 ringgit bill, which one do you pick? Both, right? You pick up both, right? You pick up both, you don't pick up one, right? Okay, so same thing. Okay, the same answer applies. Where should you sell? Should you sell on Shopee or Lazada or your own store? All. Okay, all. The cool thing about Instant e-store is such that because we actually integrate with Shopee, Lazada, eBay, and Google Shopping, right? So any products that you set up on your store can be pushed automatically to these marketplaces. So you don't need to go and upload multiple times and handle inventory multiple times. Okay, and the inventory is also synced as well. So anything you sell here is also reflected there. Anything you sell there, the inventory is also reflected as well. Yeah, so like I said, with live selling, right? I covered with the earlier case study by MDS. So we also get the sell live module together in this Go-eCommerce onboarding campaign offer. So you have the ability to push out and sell on FB Live. Okay, you can sell on FB Live. Yeah, so for example, like this is me trying to do live selling, right? So if I'm trying to sell an iPhone, for example, I'll be explaining what it is, and they say if you're interested, type comment A01. If you're interested, comment A01. So people who are interested will comment A01, right? So there's people someone comment A01, and sell live, you see, sends them a message instantly. You can click on it and check out very easily. Okay, so this is also included in your subscription, in your free subscription. Okay, the last thing that's included, we always say, right, you give someone tools without teaching them how to use it. Like for example, if I give a power drill to my 12-year-old daughter without teaching her how to use it, either she'll create a mess or she gets hurt. Right? So same thing. With this, we are not just gonna give you the solution and not walk you through how to use it and how to do online marketing. So you also get webinar sessions with me and my team, where we, this is the first one where Desmond will walk you through how to build the store. But after that, once you have the store up and running, we will delve a bit deeper in how to do online marketing. Okay, just let me take maybe 3 minutes to share my story. So that you understand where I'm coming from, what gives me the right to teach you, right? Okay, right. I actually started selling online way back in 1998. Okay, so I was actually studying in mechanical engineering in Imperial College London. And while I was studying mechanical engineering, I learned how to sort of build websites and start selling online. Even then, right, 1998. I was back for my first year summer holidays, came back to Penang for 3 months. While here, my cousin said, I got a friend who sells video CDs, right? Video CDs, y'all remember video CDs, right? Yeah. So why don't you go and see him and, pitch to him and build a website, right? Okay, so make some extra pocket money, okay? So obviously I went to see him, I spoke to him for 2 hours, told him, why you want to sell video CDs in Penang, you can sell it all over the world. The world is an oyster, right? After 2 hours, he says, if it's so good, why don't you do it? I supply you, you do it. Being a young guy, a brash guy. So I took a whole stack of CDs, went back home and put it online. I remember building the website throughout the night, slept at 5 in the morning. And before I continue, these are original VCDs, not pirated, okay? Not pirated. I know in Malaysia, pirated is very common, but these are original VCDs from Berjaya, Speedy, stuff like that, okay? So, I built the site, slept at 5 in the morning. Next day, woke up at about 12 something, checked my email. We had 7 orders. 7 orders from people in the US from a site that is totally fresh, right? Now, why am I telling you this? Do you think 7 orders will change my life? Not really. 7 orders is okay, pocket money, right? Maybe go for lunch. But the thing is, at the end of 3 months, we were doing more than 100,000 per month, right? Once again, I was still a student, full-time student. At the end of the first year, we did about 6 to 7 million. 6 to 7 million, right? Selling original VCDs online. That, of course, changed my life. I stopped studying mechanical engineering and I started doing this, right? And this is when we didn't need to go out and ask people whether they want to build a website. They came to me, Charles, can you build this for us? Can you build this for us? After doing it a few times, we find that we are always recreating the same wheel. Okay, so rather than we keep on building sites for you, we created Instant eStore. Instant eStore so that you can build the site yourself. Yeah, so that is the story of Instant eStore. Of course, throughout the years, we've helped a lot of merchants sort of succeed, right? One of the merchants, I remember a merchant in the US, a lady from the US, she was selling ladies' clothes also. When she came to us, she was doing something like about 200,000 a month, 200,000 US a month. Not bad, right? Pretty good, right? I would say it's pretty good, right? 200 a month. But, when we worked with her, we managed to boost it all the way to about 4 to 5 million US a month. Okay, 4 to 5 mil. Of course, we have a lot of success stories. Unfortunately, also a lot of people who don't succeed as well, right? And that is also we will be teaching you in the marketing training what not to do, what not to focus on, what not to do. Yeah, okay. We actually also work with the the Queen of Malaysia. The Queen of Malaysia, she launched a tabletop cookbook for charity. So we were very thankful to work with her and help her to push out the tabletop cookbook to all the people who wanted to support the cause. Okay, let me wrap it up. Final offer, right? So you understand what you actually get. Number one, you get our online store, the Instant Store Big Money e-commerce plan. This is normally 4,000 ringgit a year. Okay, 4,000 ringgit a year. Thanks to the Belanjawan 2021 Go-eCommerce onboarding program, you get it for exactly zero. You pay nothing. Okay, you pay zero, right? First year, nothing. You pay nothing. Okay. Secondly, you get a B2B plan features that I covered in the a bit earlier. And also you get the Marketplace Dominator module, which easily lets you sync to Lazada, Shopee, eBay, Google products, right? And more to be added, right? Fourthly, you also get a Sell Live, Smart AI, a live selling system that pushes links and that pushes your products to FB Live. That helps you to sell FB Live. And you also get your e-commerce marketing training from myself and my team to make sure that you can build a successful business and a successful online store, online business, right? This normally costs 3,000 ringgit, but once again, thanks to the Belanjawan 2021 Go-eCommerce onboarding, you pay zero. So total, you get 7,000 ringgit worth of value for zero, right? So how do you qualify? Remember, how do you qualify for this? You must make sure that you're either Malaysian or you have a company partnership or sole proprietorship that's majority owned by Malaysians. That's all you need. Very, very simple. That's all you need, right? So please take advantage of this offer. This offer is actually very, very limited because we are given only a select number of slots, a allocation by the government. We're only given a set number of allocation by the government. So as soon as the allocation runs out, and I can tell you that allocation is running out fast, okay? It's really running out fast. This offer will no longer be available, okay? So if you go there a bit late, you see there, it says, sorry, or no longer available, and then you're too late, okay? So do not, if you have an interest in selling online, or if you're already selling online, using Facebook or what have you, right? Or you're selling online, using a WordPress store or something that you're not too happy about, you want to switch to a more powerful solution that can help you to grow your business, go to this URL now, instantestore.com/Belanjawan. Okay, instantestore.com/Belanjawan. Go to the URL right now, so that you can take advantage of this offer. Because once it is gone, you will need to pay full price. Normally you pay 7,000, but with this offer, zero. So do not delay and go and sign up now. instantestore.com/Belanjawan.
Sharing, I find that really both very genuine and also very inspiring. Back in 1998, unlike you, I'm not selling video CDs, I was watching video CDs. So which kind of explains why I'm on this part of the screen and you're on that part of the screen. All right.
Thanks, Gil.
So thanks, Charles. So with that, I think we're going to start off with the Q&A session. We have a few questions coming in. And yeah, for all the viewers, so if you have any questions for Charles, feel free to type it into the chat section. Of course, if you're watching on Facebook, type your question into the comment section for us to pick it up. All right, so first question coming in from Maria. So Maria would like to know, how many subscribers do you have on Instant e-store at the moment?
We currently got about more than 5,000 subscribers from about 83 countries all over the world. So yeah, so that's how many subscribers we have.
Right,
obviously, even currently right now, about 60 to 65% of our subscribers are based in the US. Just because we started way back in 2001, right? You can imagine in 2001, no one selling online in Malaysia. Not many people anyway. Yeah. So yeah.
So majority of your subscribers are US based.
For now, but growing fast. Last year it was 70-75% US based. Now it's about 65%. So Malaysia is growing strong. So I mean that's a good thing.
Okay, good. So yeah, after this webinar, I think more Malaysians will definitely come on board Instant e-store.
Great.
Okay. And next question coming in from Brian. Can we use Instant e-store for drop shipping business model?
Yes, actually, one of the features and functionality that we have is the dropshipper module, where if, let's say, you want to sell, I don't know, headphones, for example, and you don't want to keep stock, when you add this headphones, you can say this particular supplier will be the one supplying it. Right. So when someone buys this particular headphone, the supplier will be notified immediately via email and also their mobile app, and they can log in to see the order and also fulfill the order. So that way, it's hands-free for you. Yeah. So of course, if you have drop shipping suppliers, great. The solution supports it.
Okay, there you go. So Brian, that's a short answer to this. Yes, you can. All right.
Yes.
Next question we have from Annie. Annie would like to know, is there an open API for them to connect, say, Instant e-store to an existing POS system?
Yes, we do. We do have an open API that you can tap into to connect with whatever service you want. But at the same time, Instant e-store also has a POS built in as well. So if you're not too attached to your existing POS, you could use the Instant e-store POS, which is fully integrated. But yes, once again, the short answer to that is yes, we do have an open API that you can tap into.
Right. Okay. Let's see. So next question comes from Kelvin. Not Yip, but Kelvin Kwa. So the question is, for the continued growth of crypto, is it possible to blend the system into crypto purchases? I guess to enable crypto payment acceptance in this case.
Actually, the thing is, we started looking at crypto more than about 6 years ago, long time ago. There was already one or two crypto payment gateways, right, that can allow you to accept Bitcoin and stuff like that. So our team sort of looked at it to integrate into the solution. We actually went all the way ahead to do the actual work, right? But at that time there wasn't that much interest because obviously crypto. One of the key things is the price does sort of fluctuate quite a bit. For example, if I'm selling this iPhone, for example, right? I want to know I will get paid 5,000 for this, right? I don't want to get the order at 5,000 and then the crypto price goes down and it just becomes 4,000. The short answer to that is, if there is enough demand for us to integrate crypto into the solution, we definitely will. Personally, I'm also into crypto, so I think right now could be a good time for us to start to look into this a little bit more detail. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess from a technology standpoint, it's definitely something that Instant e-store can look into. But
definitely.
I'm trying to put myself into a seller's shoe. I don't think I'll appreciate, for example, suddenly I sell something today just because Elon Musk make a tweet the next day, and then I absolutely not making any money because of that tweet. So
precisely.
And the fact that you guys have already integrated to accept local payment options, which I think the consumers are actually more familiar with. I think that would be sufficient, especially for those who are just trying to get started in their online business, in my opinion. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. But the thing is, saying that though, I still believe there is a sort of subsection, a sub-economy where a lot of people who are into the crypto world are very into the crypto world. So if there is enough of a demand there, then we definitely are more than happy to integrate with a crypto payment solution. As long as there's demand, right? We're all about serving the customer anyway. Yeah.
All right, there you go, Kelvin Kwa. The answer is no for now, I guess. Okay.
Yep.
Next question. There's a question coming in from Ong. Very interesting because I think you have elaborated that right now it's absolutely free.
Yes.
There's no cost to pay by the seller in this case to get an account on Instant e-store. But Ong would like to know, is there a free trial? Is there a free trial for us to try before committing to subscribe?
Right. Yes, we do have a 15-day free trial. So the thing is this. Right now, you can think about it under the Belanjawan Go-eCommerce onboarding campaign. You have a 1-year free trial, right? Your first year is free, totally free, right? You don't need to. Once again, I think we have had a success applying for our clients with further grants before, but this particular a grant, if you will, is so easy to apply. Literally, just give us your company details, your company number, and your email address. That's it. Even if you don't have a company, just give us your name, IC number, email address. That's it. So I think to answer this question, we do have a 15-day trial, but you can think of it as a 1-year trial. Yeah.
There you go. You have 365 days of trial if you subscribe through Belanjawan initiative. All right.
Yes, Kel.
Next we have next question coming from Peter Wong. So Peter Wong is just curious apparently. So I'm just curious, when it comes to having my own store for a non-techie person, all right, what is the observation to your subscribers in their first sales? When will they achieve that? So I'm assuming he's saying that for a person who is non-techie, set up a store, how long does it take for them to have their first successful sale?
Okay, so that really depends on whether you do anything. Okay, so if you're just setting up a store and you do nothing about it, then your first sale might come, never. It could be never, right? It could be never. But the thing is, as we shared with the case study that the mother and son team, the kombucha story. So basically, they are also non-techie as well, right? Both of them say they're non-techie. They built the store within 3 days. Within the first week, they started getting orders. Why? Because they were sharing it on their social media. They were sharing it with their clientele and people who were interested on WhatsApp and stuff like that. So the key thing is this, you see, previously they were only selling on Facebook, right? So when people go to Facebook, because you can't buy directly on Facebook, they want to contact you, right? PM message you. So the trouble is when you don't PM message them immediately, a lot of times the sale is lost. Okay, so when you have an online store, you still use your Facebook, you still use your WhatsApp, you still use all the different ways to market it. But now you have a destination to drive them to.
Yeah.
Right. So when you drive them to the online store, they can see, okay, the product is there, a description all there, you got a video there, they can just buy. Okay. So I guess the short answer is such that if you do the marketing of the work of driving people to the site, within 1 year, you will be, not 1 year, sorry, within 1 week, you'll be able to start seeing some orders.
Right.
Yeah. If you do nothing, then chances are you won't see much. It's like that, right?
So I think to Peter, I guess it can be as fast as you want. It's just how much effort would you put it in yourself, and using the tools that's provided for you to get your products out into the market. Okay, next question. Okay. Next, we have a very special question coming from Carol Fong.
Okay.
You say, hi, Charles. I have to test you with this. With the emergence of NFT, and for those uninitiated, NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. Can we use Instant eStore to build an NFT web store? Hey, I'm also interested with the answer.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, obviously, to get that sorted out, of course, we will need to do some integration, right? Of course, I think this would sort of match in well with, I think, a question by Kelvin earlier, right, with regards to accepting crypto. So the thing is, on the NFT world, although technically you could sell NFT on your online, on the Instant eStore, but because right now you'll be paying it for it using your credit card and your FPX and stuff like that. But the thing is, in the NFT world, people are used to paying with Ether, right? So obviously, for that to work, we would need to integrate support for crypto payments into Instant eStore. Yeah. Once again, if there's enough of a demand, we are game, definitely.
Okay. Again, Carol. Carol is there, so I'll look her there. The answer is no for now. All right.
If you're interested enough, let us know and we will build it for you.
If you and me wanted it bad enough, then they will make it. All right. I know it's a more interesting question to think about what will be the first NFT you want to sell. All right. So moving on to the next question here. And of course, NFT is a really big topic by itself. So to all the viewers, you want to know more about that, feel free to, right after this session, just type that in on Google. I bet you'll be amazed with the things that people are doing with NFT today. Excellent stuff. Mind-boggling stuff. All right. So next question coming in from Tan Yun Fong. Would like to know, on the API that we briefly mentioned earlier, can it be integrated to Amazon, and is there any charges for that?
Okay. So the API, as in our API, there's no charge to use our API, right? And we don't charge on API usage, nor do we charge a fee to activate the API as well. So, I mean, on our end, there's no charge. But it all depends on what you want to do on Amazon, right? Are you, because I think Yun Fong did not elaborate what he or she wanted to do on Amazon. If there was going to be any fees, Amazon is the one charging the fees, not us. So basically, we don't charge any fees, right? So the only fee we charge is the annual fee. But because of the Go-eCommerce onboarding campaign, even that also you don't need to pay, right? Yeah.
Okay, so a short answer, no charge.
Yes.
Right. Okay, next we have a question coming from Ong. Yeah, I think you did mention about who are the people who are eligible to take up the offer under Belanjawan initiative, sole proprietor and things like that. So can an individual, in this case, without any, SSM registration, can they benefit from this Belanjawan initiative from Instant e-store?
Yes, definitely. So the thing is, even if you don't have an SSM registered entity, as long as you're Malaysian, so you have to be Malaysian. As long as you're Malaysian, you qualify, right? So obviously, for this, you just need to give us your name as in your IC and also your IC number. That's it. Yeah.
Great. So good news for you, Ong. So if you don't have an SSM, you can still benefit from the incentive that's being offered under Instant e-store, provided Ong you are Malaysian. Okay. Next question. Let's see. This is coming from Skin Sand Natura. How much is the second year subsequent maintenance fee? Because, of course, the first year, if they were to sign up through the Belanjawan initiative, that's fully subsidized. They pay absolute zero. How about the following year?
Okay, so the following year is 4,000 a year if you stay on the same plan. But, we are doing a special offer that I should not tell. We're doing a special offer, right? So for your second year onwards, just for Belanjawan sort of applicants, we are slashing it by half.
Right.
Okay, so instead of paying 4,000, only pay 2,000 a year. Yeah, I was a little bit hesitant because, our current clients pay full fees, right? So, but just for Belanjawan applicants, because honestly, we really want to help Malaysian SMEs to sell online. So on the second year onwards, it's only 2,000 ringgit.
There you go. I think it's music to a lot of ears, to all our viewers. So if you sign up the Belanjawan incentive package, not only you get it for free this year, you can also think it as a 365 days trial. And on top of that, the renewal, you only need to pay half of what is normally charged. So great stuff. Okay. Before we move on to the last question, I have a personal question myself. Because you were saying that you sell video CDs back then, right? So, of course, naturally, maybe the younger crowd who's watching now, they know, what? Video CD? What is that? And at some point, I'm sure you have to, pivot into some other products to sell. Maybe you can share that experience of yours. How quickly did you went through that process? Because I think some of the challenges most of the sellers are facing is like thinking what to sell, and maybe some of the products are already reaching to the end of the product life cycle. And how do they go through that process of thinking new products to sell? What are your tips?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question, Kelvin. So obviously we were selling VCDs. That business went very well. But of course, at the same time, we knew it was coming to tapering because DVDs were being released, right? The reason why we didn't jump to DVDs is because even when we're selling VCDs, our main market was the US, right? But the thing is with DVDs, there was what we call region coding. So the DVDs that we have here cannot be played in the US. So that totally closed that market off, right? So that's where we realized that actually that this is a end of the road kind of thing, okay, right? Of course, while we were doing that, we started doing Instant e-store, right? So that's when we thought, okay, rather than just selling physical products, since so many people wanted us to build sites for them anyway, right? So we started created Instant e-store and selling it to all the people who want to build their own online store. Yeah, so I think the sort of critical answer here is to know when is the lifetime of your product, and don't wait until the end of the lifetime before you do something, right? While that product is still doing well, already be planning for the next thing. So that way your business never doesn't go through that cycle. It just keeps on going up, right? Yeah.
Great. Thanks for your tip, Charles. I think the key here is to start thinking about that even before, preempt that problem eventually and kind of plan for that much earlier. I think that would really be beneficial to all our sellers.
Definitely.
All right, so perhaps we'll move on to the final question now. It's a follow-up question from Tan Yu Fong. How many levels can be set for the referee program?
Okay, so the referral program currently supports 2 levels of affiliates. So in other words, we track any sales that's generated by the affiliate, and if the affiliate recommends another affiliate, you can pay a commission on that as well, right? So right now it goes up to 2 levels. So that should be suffice to help you to expand your affiliate network. Because if it's just 1 level, it helps you to increase your sales. But if there's another component that they get a commission if they refer other affiliates, it helps you to grow your affiliate base, you see. Yeah.
All right, so it's up to 2 for now.
Yes.
Okay, great. So with that, we've come to an end of the Q&A session. Once again, to all the viewers who participated, thank you so much. And again, thanks, Charles, for your sharing with the viewers today.
Thank you very much, Kelvin. Thank you, guys.
So
Thanks for
you would
watching.
like to know more about instant e-store offers? Please scan the QR code right now on the right, and of course, fill in your contact details, and Instant e-store will then get in touch with you with further information. Next is our last session for today, and we'll be hearing from Ms. Shaina Tay, co-founder of Food Market Hub, who will be sharing about the secret to boosting your profit margin by 3 times. So to all the bosses, would definitely want to listen to this. So we'll take a short break, and we'll see you guys later at 5 p.m.
Berbagai enterprise menjual barang seperti tayar, spare parts, dan motosikal aksesori. Dia found out 8 out of 10 dia punya rakan juga menggunakan Shopee untuk menjual produk mereka. So dia juga nak give a try lah. Untuk job dalam Shopee hanya memerlukan beberapa klik sahaja. Memang mudah. Hanya memerlukan basic dalam IT lah. Salah satu taktik yang kami menggunakan adalah RM5 off voucher yang disumbangkan oleh penjana dan Shopee. Kami dapat menarik customer yang lebih banyak. Walaupun dalam masa yang singkat, jualan kami dapat meningkat sebanyak 20% dalam 3 minggu dengan menggunakan Shopee.
jualan dah turun sebanyak 90%. Online sahaja memang tidak cukup lah untuk cover rental kita, staff-staff kita seramai 100 lebih. Kita terfikir, kan kita ada banyak bahan-bahan mentah, kita cubalah packkan mereka ke dalam set-set yang boleh digunakan untuk memasak di rumah. Onboard tu tak susah. Sehari pun dah dapat approval daripada Lazada. Apa yang perlu perhatikan ialah apakah promosi yang membuatkan tu menarik lah. Untuk sehari kita dapat 70 order. Kita pun rasa tu cukup lah untuk membayar gaji-gaji pekerja. Kita rasa nasib baik.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good day to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and pleasure that I welcome you to the Go-eCommerce Expo 2021. What we have for you is a 4-day series of virtual conferences to fully support and assist you with the onboarding journey towards e-commerce, and I can't wait for you to experience it. This event is also in line with the Belanjawan 2021 e-commerce initiative that was launched in July 2021, which aims to provide support to Malaysian micro and SMEs to onboard onto e-commerce and e-payment platforms to enhance their sales capability in e-commerce and help boost their sales. MDEC is committed to its resolve to equip and enable Malaysian businesses to navigate and thrive through these business unusual times. With strong support from the government, we aim to further catalyze the growth of e-commerce in Malaysia in line with the goals of the Malaysia Digital Economy Blueprint and our vision at MDEC to enable a progressive digital nation, advance an inclusive digital economy, and digital sovereignty. With that, I thank you all for being here, and I look forward to the enlightenment and insights that you will find in the coming week. With that, I thank you and stay safe.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Go-eCommerce Expo 2021. Organized by Ministry of Communications and Multimedia Malaysia and Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, MDEC. Go-eCommerce Expo is a 4-day online event that is aimed to encourage local businesses to adopt e-commerce by leveraging on the Belanjawan 2021 e-commerce initiative with the assistance from participating partners. So once again, to all our viewers, you are encouraged to ask questions throughout the webinar, as we'll be having a Q&A session at the end of each session. For audience at the webinar platform or YouTube, you may ask your questions in the chat section. And as always, for those viewers who are watching from Facebook, you may type in your question in the comment section. Right, earlier we had Mr. Charles Tang from Instant E-Store sharing to us on how a company shut down 10 retail outlets during pandemic and yet still made more than pre-pandemic. So let us now begin our last session for today, entitled The Secret to Boosting Your Profit Margins by 3 times without spending more on marketing. Now, please help me to welcome our speaker, Ms. Shaina Tay, co-founder of Food Market Hub. Hi, Shaina. How are you today?
Hello. Hi, Kevin. Great.
Thank you for
Looking
joining
forward
us.
to the session.
Yeah, and also, happy Mid-Autumn Festival to you.
Yeah, you too.
All right, so born and bred in a family of entrepreneurs, Shaina is destined to take over family business, but decided to do a backflip on her career to pursue her passion in entrepreneurship. Stepping out of her family's shadows, she provided leadership and direction for the finance and operations team at Food Market Hub, as well as support the CEO in company strategies, business plans, and corporate KPIs. All right, so we'll speak to Shaina again during the Q&A session, so do send in the questions for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Food Market Hub has prepared us an exclusive presentation only for our Go-eCommerce Expo viewers. So let us now begin our session with a special presentation from Food Market Hub.
landed in the soils of F&B Industry Village. Here's a footage of it descending.
A long time ago, in a faraway land, lives a village called F&B Industry. In this village, there were two types of people: restaurants and suppliers. Back then, it was tough for both restaurants and suppliers. It is disasters after disasters in this village. So much food has turned bad. We have to send them to food jail, the trash. Can't breathe. I'm drowning in my messy paper trails.
There are just too many communicating channels out there. I can't seem to remember which channel I use to talk to each of my customers. Way too much of my time is spent looking, relooking and relooking, checking, double checking and triple checking into my delivery orders and invoices before they are perfectly matched with no human errors. Hello? Yes. I want to buy the chicken thigh.
Oh, chicken, got.
Yeah, I want 10.
You want
I want 10
Thai
chicken
chicken?
thigh.
Thai
How much,
chicken, $3.99.
$3.99? $3.99. Oh, okay, good. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Aga, aboy! The seller give us $3.99 chicken thigh. Ah! Huh? What 39.9? Where is my $3.99?
And that, my friends, is called miscommunication. But fear not, because Food Market Hub is going to save the day. Food Market Hub superpowers allow you to
manage your food costs,
visualize your cash flow,
communicate with your suppliers,
integrate with POS and accounting systems,
make smarter decisions for your F&B business.
all from your pocket. Let's take a virtual tour across the globe to F&B Industry Village. Here's a day in the life of Food Market Hub. Discover more suppliers. Create order with just 5 clicks.
Click order to start. Select your preferred suppliers. Select product and add to cart. View cart summary. Then checkout. Food Market Hub can auto-generate purchase orders for you. You can then send it to your suppliers via WhatsApp or email.
Do your work order in just 2 clicks.
Select a work order. Confirm completion of your work order. And now your ingredients are deducted and the number of finished products have increased.
Review your purchase analysis with 4 clicks.
Go to Purchase Analysis at the left sidebar. Select the branch you'd like to analyze. Scroll down and you'll see all your purchases. Go to Stock at the left sidebar. And there you have it, all your stock balance.
Understand your business behavior by tracking their wastage.
Go to Stock Wastage at the left sidebar. Select outlets with the wastage. And update the list of expired items.
sync your expenses straight to your accounting system in 6 steps.
Go to Purchase Order, select Required Settings, select Documents to be pushed to your accounting system, select Preferred Settings, and now your document is ready to be viewed in your accounting system.
Check your cost of goods sold anytime, anywhere.
Updating your cost of goods sold. Just scroll down at the menu item recipe section, and there it is, your cost of goods sold. Was Anthony and Shayna really that lucky to have found Superhero Food Market Hub? Or were they searching for it the whole time? In an interview with Anthony and Shayna, they mentioned that they were once villagers of the F&B industry village as well. They faced the exact same disasters as all other villagers. Anthony and Shayna mentioned that they were a restaurant family of 3 outlets. Unfortunately, they had to close all 3 outlets down. They were incredibly heartbroken that their blood, sweat and tears were all thrown away in a short period of time. So they went out to search for a savior so that all other F&B industry villagers out there don't have to suffer the same consequences as them. And that's when they found Food Market Hub.
Here are what restaurants and suppliers who were saved by Food Market Hub has to say. We have always been operating with an estimated food cost at 56%, and our profit margin is directly impacted by this. We have tried many ways to solve this issue in order to lower the number down, but nothing worked. Until we have been introduced to Food Market Hub's solution. Once we have started using Food Market Hub, we quickly found out that there was significant over-ordering of raw ingredients as our outlets were unable to track the quantities accurately. Now that we are able to track our inventories effectively, we have successfully lowered our cost of goods sold and achieved 15% increase in our profit margin.
We constantly face challenges in communications and operations between our central kitchen and outlets, simply because the process of doing so was just too manual. It has prevented us from scaling our business at the rate we have targeted to achieve. We've been looking for a solution to this ever since, and we're incredibly glad to have finally found Food Market Hub. With Food Market Hub, the placing of orders and communications between our central kitchen and outlets are much quicker and more traceable as the processes are all digitalized. We can track variances, inventory levels, and even food costs, all through this single platform.
以前一张单打都要3到15分钟一张单，我可以在10秒以内generate一张 invoice。我叫梁定辉，我是 FK Supply 的 Director。我觉得很好，能省我时间，省我的人工，然后我的 operation 速度能加快，而且我也能收更多的订单。以前一张单都要3到15分钟 ，maybe 你要6点做到晚上12点多，可能还没做完，现在1个小时内可以完成。我可以在10秒以内generate一张 invoice。晚上大概会请5个吧。这2个都可以做得到，他们能看到他们自己之前订过什么菜呀，就在那边，你不会跑到哪里去那些货，几率选错会比较少。你直接按2到3个 button， 你就能直接一张invoice出来，很简单。
Honestly, though, I think FMH is very useful. It's super helpful. Almost everything goes through FMH for us when it comes to ordering for the outlets, ordering from for the outlets mainly. Even on my side when I have like catering events, birthday cakes, orders and stuff like that, we use FMH for that. So FMH is definitely a good platform to that we would recommend on our end.
I'm super grateful that we have the Market Hub. It's been a big blessing for us. It enables a lot of data to be readily available on your phone, which is really awesome, especially when we're hiring, like the young ones, this new generation, they're all heavy, like, digital people. So it makes it easier, like more receptive, So I would say we get much better controls, visibility. So maybe I'll start with like at the working level first for my staff. Before, we would have to have a lot of paper with all the different suppliers written in, on the list of items so that they don't forget to order an item. Whereas now, basically, I don't have to use all those papers anymore. They open up the app, they select the supplier, and then the list of all the items comes out. We put in photos as well because we know that, you put in a visual, it's going to work faster. People will recognize faster. The process happens faster. So see, that's how we think, like, to that level, so that we want to get the speed up. But so when they can easily see all the items that they need to order, they are prompted on all the items. So we have less error, less risk of error. And what's amazing is that, like, let's say at my Desapandan outlet, where we're training one of my, Pen Academy students to now start to become in charge for the kitchen. Even though he's very young, very new at this, having this tool really helps a lot. Because, he doesn't need to memorize, hafal, write down a lot of things, be super organized, because the tool is his organizer. I think that's an important point. Yeah, so when you've got a tool that is your organizer, your manual sheet to organize becomes much more simpler. Yeah, so that's one key big benefit, I think, using a digital tool. Even if you're a small company. And then I think for the management as well, like for me, when I do any payments of the invoices, when I want to approve any payments, I just need to go into the Food Market Hub tool and just check whether that PO has been completed and closed. And if it has, then the amount should match. There's also a slot for, my staff to key in the invoice number. So it's really very, very easy for me because, in accounts or in finance, there's this thing called the three-way matching. So it's almost like real time. The different parties are putting that information in the system, and that process just happens, right? As long as, obviously, that's why the monitoring and enforcement I mentioned earlier, needs to be in place so that all this then becomes a habit and a consistent, sustainable business practice. Yeah. So I would say at this stage, it helps even just on the basic fundamentals, and for me, these are the basics. As now we're using Food Market Hub in the 5th month. We're getting very, very, definitely more acclimatized to it, understanding it a lot more. And we're going to start to work on the deeper things, which is a lot more like data analysis and looking at margins analysis, wastage analysis, things like that. And I think that's where the true value of Food Market Hub will really start to surface, the big value.
We are disrupting your broadcast for another breaking news by FMH TV. So now restaurants, you can purchase from your suppliers and get up to a 3,000 ringgit discount off. And suppliers, we are giving your customers up to 3,000 ringgit off to buy from you. If you are in dire need for Food Market Hub to save you today, you can scan the QR code. And
Food Market Hub will be at your doorstep. If you were wondering how did the restaurants and suppliers in the F&B industry village live after that? Well, I'm happy to tell you that they lived happily ever after. The more Food Market Hub saved restaurants and suppliers, the stronger he became. And the stronger he became, the more Food Market Hub is able to help restaurants and suppliers. So, how exactly do you boost your profit margins instantly? Here are 3 ways to do so. Firstly, compare the best prices from different suppliers. Expand your network so you don't have to rely on one supplier. You can also compare prices and source from another supplier if your usual supplier has run out of stock. Secondly, always streamline your operations because real-time tracking of back-end processes will be done to help generate insightful reports. This will allow you to visualize your cash flow anytime and to make an instant decision to turn tables for your business. Also, once you've streamlined your operations, you'll be able to reduce labor hours in paperwork. Less manual paperwork can save time rechecking and relooking into spreadsheets, allowing you to focus on expanding your business. And last but not least, track your inventory down to every single clove of garlic. Post-pandemic effects has forced everyone to appear in food delivery platforms, which takes up a huge chunk of our margins, making it more critical to keep our cost of goods sold down. But how do we do that? Firstly, track your ingredients to prevent pilferages from your employees. Next, increase transparency in procurement, get instant updates on the price of your supplies, and not get shocked at the pricing when the food arrives. Lastly, wasted food equals wasted money. With proper tracking comes great forecasting that can help you avoid over-ordering of food and reduce wastage to the minimum. But that's not all. Using Food Market Hub can also increase your profit margins when you purchase from the suppliers in our app. That's because our suppliers are charged 0% on transaction fees, and we too subsidize suppliers and incentivize restaurant owners. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today by scanning this QR code.
Visit foodmarkethub.com for more information. You can also visit us at Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram for more information. I'm very sure all of you have a lot of questions to ask. But unfortunately, our superhero Food Market Hub is extremely busy saving the day. So, the co-founder will answer to all your questions personally.
Hi Shaina, thank you so much for that most entertaining sharing. You know, before we even start the Q&A, I got one question for you. As a co-founder, did you put a requirement before you hire any of your staff that they must be able to act?
I think I'm very lucky that my team are multi-talented people. That's why we call ourselves superhero.
Very true indeed. I was thoroughly entertained throughout the session. Not just entertained, I mean it was really informative as well, especially if I'm a F&B food operator. I think I would have benefited a lot from that session. All right, so with that, let's move on to the Q&A sessions now. So since all the superheroes already done their job, so now it's your turn to be a superhero, I believe. And we have a few questions coming in, so we're going to go through them now. And for those viewers, if you're running an F&B business and you want to know how Food Market Hub can help you, you have some questions you want to ask, feel free to type in your questions into the chat session or into the comment section in Facebook. All right, so first question coming from Lucas. The price of my fresh supplies keep fluctuating. Is there any features within Food Market Hub that can help me to track price history?
Interesting. So yeah, especially fresh produce, the prices fluctuates daily, and to track that is actually very cumbersome, especially when you are ordering through WhatsApp, emails, or phone calls. So if you are ordering through the platform, every time when you place an order, it would track what is the prices there, and then we have a sort of a module where we tracked in the report what are the prices that you order on a daily basis, and it can even list it out by line items. So you can see, like, for the past 30 days, for, like, let's say chicken thigh, how much have you buy? What's the highest price? What's the lowest price? and you can see it when did you buy at that highest or lowest.
Wow, okay. Because, I mean, personally, of course, I'm not running an F&B outlet myself, but I always watch a lot of food programs. And one particular program is Restaurant Makeover. And in that program, it's always about food costs. The guy will always ask the restaurant operator, how much the food costs? Do you know your food costs? And I think this feature would definitely benefit the operator in finding out how much have they been paying, and then kind of optimize their purchase, I suppose, as they move forward. Okay, so next question coming in from Wei Ling. She would like to know, is Food Market Hub just limited to food supplies, or can it also help my fashion retail chain store?
Okay. So for us, we specialize in the F&B industry. So a lot of the features are catered more on, restaurants, for food suppliers. So if you want to have retail to come in, of course, the procurement part, let's say the ordering part, you can just upload your items and then you order, and that part is not an issue. But when it comes down to more detailed part about, the analyzing cost, because every industry has their own different tracking mechanism, how they calculate their cost. So we even go down to the level of tracking the menu, the recipes, and all that. So it is very, very much specialized and catered for the F&B industry. Yeah, it's not that I don't want to do their business, but we just need to specialize and be the best to cater for F&B. Yeah.
All right, there you go, Wei Ling. So, I mean, Food Market Hub, as the name suggests, food. It's more catered for the F&B industry. So maybe it's time for you to diversify from your fashion into food. Yep. Okay. Next question coming from SS. Can I use Food Market Solution if I only have 2 restaurants?
Oh, definitely. So we even cater up to for single outlets. But when you have like multi outlets, you have 2 and above, and especially with central kitchen, the best solution is getting us to come in to help you with all this digitizing from your ordering, sourcing, receiving, payment. So when you have more than 2 outlets, definitely it is definitely good for you to track your cost.
I guess the more outlets the seller in this case or the business owner has, I mean, they will tend to benefit more because it takes that much more effort to coordinate if they have more outlets. Yeah.
So we try to get enterprise technology to make it affordable for SMEs, because one of our major customer is KFC. So we actually have our system catered for them, and what they are using is not much different from what we are providing to the SMEs.
Okay, great. So the short answer to SS, yes, you can. Even if you're single outlet, you can also use the solution. And the more outlet you have, the more benefits you will get from the system. Okay, next question coming in from Christy Chia. She would like to know, some of my suppliers don't want to use Food Market Hub. Won't it be more troublesome to use multiple platforms to order in this case?
All right. That's an interesting one. I love to answer that. So we have sometimes potential customers asking, hey, because my suppliers are receiving orders from WhatsApp or emails, and then if I were to bother them to use Food Market Hub app, that's so troublesome, and then in the end they don't want to entertain me or because I like this supplier that's catering for good quality and good pricing. But so how do we get them on board then? So instead of forcing the supplier to come on board, if you use our system, you can still order to your supplier using WhatsApp, but it's powered by our app. So our app can actually allow you to send out an order through WhatsApp email to the supplier. So if like the Taugeh supplier in the wet market says, I want WhatsApp, I don't want any other app. So you can still, order, and then it sends out through to the WhatsApp for the Taugeh supplier.
All right. So I think that's really flexible. I mean, giving that flexibility to the operator to still use the automation tools that you have, but yet at the same time, be flexible enough to use other tools such as WhatsApp. Okay, so next question coming in from Rebecca. My POS system can track inventory at the moment. So in this case, do I still need to use Food Market Hub?
Interesting. So when we talk about our system, we are not just looking at just one system like inventory or procurement or just payment. What we are looking at is a ecosystem to help the F&B owners. So when you use your POS inventory system, what we are looking at is that how the person does it is that they would take the stack of invoices and then do the data entry into the system to capture the cost and your inventory. But what we are trying to do here at Food Market Hub is to actually digitize that. Instead of doing the manual entry to capture your inventory, it starts from the first touch point, that means the ordering part. So you actually just click order, and then there's this PO being captured. Once when you do your receiving from the suppliers, the system would automatically capture the price that you have received and the quantity, and there you go, you get the inventory capture, rather than just data entering into the system using invoices. So that's how different we are and why we are trying to do this, so that it makes life easier. So it flows all the way from ordering, receiving, capturing into inventory, and we could even integrate into your accounting system.
Right.
So there's no manual data entry required.
All right. Okay. So that's for Rebecca. Next question coming from Nikki Chan. I currently have my own accounting system to churn my restaurant's data and food costs. Just wondering, how is Food Market Hub different from my existing accounting system?
Right. So as you can see, for accounting system, usually, how does the accounts clerk do their work? In the normal practice, they would, compile all the whole list of invoices. Then at month end, data entry, put it in the accounting system, capture it. This is for the F&B business owners. So when you look at your food costs, you can only wait until the P&L is ready. But for us, we are capturing at real time when you receive your goods. You are capturing your cost already. And then for all these invoices that you are captured into the system, it just integrates into your accounting system, and then you can capture and tabulate all your P&L. So you don't need to actually do this kind of data entry. So we have the front part, the ordering and the receiving part, to capture everything before you port it into your accounting system.
Right. Okay. So we have next follow-up question from SS, but I think you may have covered that earlier. She asked, do I need all my suppliers to be on Food Market Hub to use your solution?
Yeah, so for suppliers, as I mentioned earlier, you don't need to actually, force them to come on board to use the system. So just by using our app, if your previous habit, I think a lot of, F&B owners, they are ordering to their suppliers through WhatsApp. That is a very, very common form of ordering mechanism. And so when you use our app, there is actually an option for you to click and send your orders out to the supplier's WhatsApp. Yeah. So there you go. You don't have to force them. You can still send your orders, based on that traditional method, and still track your costs using our app.
Okay, there you go, SS. Short answer, nope, you don't need all your suppliers to be on Food Market Hub to benefit from all the automation tools in it. Okay, next question we have coming in from Wolfgang. As a product, as in food ingredient supplier, would Food Market Hub be a tool for me to sell and market directly to restaurants?
Okay, so that we are looking at the suppliers trying to reach out to the database that we have, the network of restaurants that we have. So what we have currently is we have a supplier module where we can help suppliers to, digitize all their orders in for their existing customers. And what we are building now is a sourcing app that will be launched first quarter next year. So there you would be able to get look at the list of restaurants that we have, and they are allowed to also, request for quotations from you. So that, in that sense, we are building this platform for the restaurants and suppliers to interact with each other. So that will come next quarter one next year.
All right. So do get yourself updated, get your contact details over to Food Market Hub, Wolfgang, and I'm sure when that solution is available, they'll be in touch with you for more information. Okay, next question. Well, I can either pronounce this name in an English slang as in Ethan, or a Chinese name as in EY Tan. So this question, I hope either way I got your name right. Does that mean that I could use Food Market Hub for my customer to order directly from me rather than through WhatsApp? And can they pay through Food Market Hub as well? Can I have different pricing for different customers? So there's a few questions there.
Okay. So so you are saying that can I get my customers, so he's the supplier then?
I would think so. So because he's asking, can I use Food Market Hub for my customer to order directly from me rather than through WhatsApp?
Yeah, definitely. So with that app, the customers can order directly, and then if you are a supplier, that means you can log on to the system, you can capture the orders easily from the system as well. So you actually can sponsor your customers. So we have this module where for suppliers, they can sponsor their customers into the network and get their customers to order directly to them. And then, so it makes the ordering process easier for both ends.
Okay, so the ordering, all that can be handled through an app, but how about does that move on to payment as well through Food Market Hub?
Yeah, and so right now, what we have is that after the ordering and when they have done the receiving, they have confirmed it is tracked in the app that it's confirmed, or I have received, delivered, everything done, and you can actually easily, get the customer to pay online and go through the app and pay directly to the suppliers.
Right, okay. And the last question from Ethan is, can I have a different pricing? I'm assuming to different customers in this case.
For them to manage the different pricing in Food Market Hub. So yeah, if you have different sets of customers, let's say you have customers from, different categories, the multi-chain category and the, single outlet category, you have your different pricing. And we have that to cater for you to have, different pricing tracking so that you can, send out pricings to different customers based on the category that you have captured. And just to update, so for the ordering in the platform, the ordering, receiving and payment, what Ethan mentioned, yes, they can get their customers to pay online. And at the moment, we are offering at 0% fees. So no fees charged if they paid online.
All right. Okay, so we have a couple more questions to go. Next one. This is from Wei Ling. Can you repeat what's your current offer for the Belanjawan 2021 campaign?
All right, so for the Belanjawan, we have at both sites for suppliers and restaurants. So there will be a rebate up to 3,000. What you need to do is come into our platform, do the ordering all the way to payment. So when you paid, we will give you rebates, and there are tierings of the rebates. So do contact our sales team and we can let you know more about the details.
Right, and the rebate is up to 3,000 ringgit in this case?
Up to 3,000 ringgit, yes.
All right, Okay, so next question coming in from Brian. Does Food Market Hub help at the fulfillment portion?
Definitely fulfillment, we do help in the sense of we have the whole process, the whole funnel all the way to the end. Looking at how you track your ordering, your receiving, and then based on that you track all your prices, your analysis, your wastage, food cost. So you actually get that whole end-to-end processed.
Right. Okay. I do have a personal question myself. Out of your, especially for F&B operators that's currently using a system, most of them, are they single site restaurant operators, or are they chain? What is the majority of customers that's on your platform at the moment?
We have a mixture. So we have from the enterprise customers that are KFC, Pizza Hut, and then we have the mid-tier ones where they are multi-chain outlets, but they have more than 10 outlets. So we have customers from Din Tai Fung, the Paradise Group, some of the bakeries that have more than 20, 30 outlets. And then we have this segment where they have only 2, 3 outlets. And last, it's the single outlet customers. Right. So there's a different range that we have.
Okay, great. Perhaps we are good for maybe 1 or 2 more questions. Next one coming in from Chan. Does Food Market Hub provide us with training on the usage of the platform upon sign up?
Yep, definitely. So once you sign up with us, we would onboard you with our, onboarding customer success team. They will guide you step by step on how you can, upload your product list, how do you utilize, the reports so that you can track and do the analysis. So definitely training is included. Right. And we always welcome, our customers to give us feedback so that we can, also enhance and see how we can cater for their specific needs, and then see how we can improve from there. So definitely, yeah.
How long usually those training goes for a standard new user?
Actually, so it is not that difficult to use. Typically, if it's a simple, the light package that we have, the simple version, within 1 day, we would have been able to, upload everything and then train your staff to do it. Right. And then if you come up to modules like we're having central kitchen, you have, more things to track, to look at, because you have your production and all that. It may take, 1 to 2 days from, loading everything into the system and to train your staff and then to let them test it out and then run through some testing to see that, they truly understand. Right. So max, I think 2 days, we can get it done. Okay. If everything is in place.
Okay, great. So that's on training. Perhaps we have time for the last question. Coming in from Katie. If I'm only a homemaker, as in perhaps running from a home business-based operation, must I have an SSM to enjoy the benefits on Food Market Hub?
Well, for us, definitely when we do the verification, we would request for the SSM cert. But if you are a homemaker, if you can provide certain, documentation for us to help you, definitely we can, onboard you as well. So we don't really, require, definitely mandatory to have an SSM cert, but that is more for our verification purposes to make sure that, it is someone valid, someone in the industry, someone who is actually doing business, so that next time when we open up our sourcing platform, we can verify that, these are genuine users and business owners that are genuinely wanting to connect to get, requests for information from suppliers or suppliers reaching out to them. So that's the purpose why we request for the SSM cert.
Right, there you go. So for Katie, if you are a home business operator and if you want to get benefits from Food Market Hub through the Belanjawan initiative, I guess you can register an SSM for you to get benefits through the program. So with that, of course, thank you so much for joining us, Shayna. And in fact, you are the second partner today that did talk a little bit on superhero. So we had earlier in the morning session as well, and I did ask the other presenter the same question. So in fairness, I should also ask you this. So if you are a superhero, what is your superpowers?
Being able to read people's mind.
Oh, we're able to read people's mind. And with that, thank you so much, for joining us and your sharing. Thank you all to all the viewers for participating in the Q&A sessions. And thank you for giving such an entertaining session for us to close the day for day 2.
Right. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to know more about Food Market Hub's offer, please scan the QR code as usual on the right and fill in your contact details. Food Market Hub will then get in touch with you with further information. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we've come to the end of day 2 of Go-eCommerce Expo 2021, organized by Ministry of Communications and Multimedia Malaysia and Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, MDEC. Thank you for taking your active participation here, and we hope all the sessions today have been insightful to our viewers. Before we conclude today, let us thank our e-commerce partners who have shared their valuable views, experiences, and insights with our audience today, namely Jocom, JD Bus, Food Panda, Revenue Monster, Instant eStore, and Food Market Hub. We'll see you again tomorrow at 10 a.m. together with PG Mall, Grab, Lazada, Subplace, Crave, and Easy Assist. Once again, to all our Chinese viewers, happy Mid-Autumn Festival. Do enjoy your evening, everyone, and see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Take care and goodbye.